Hello viewers, I'm SP and welcome back to Endless Legend, where today we are at the very least considering an assault on the necrophage capital of Mapal. But more importantly, we're just kind of waiting. Just kind of waiting for our faction quest to move along here. I mean, it's a big, powerful city, for sure. And this is still under construction, so I guess at the very least, like, part of me wants to delay until we see if they can actually finish this. What is the overall military strength of the necrophages right now? Okay, so it estimates them as being roughly as powerful as we are, but keep in mind that we know that this chart combines the strength of their ground military units and their naval military units, and we know that they have a functional navy. So that suggests that their actual fighting ground armies are a lot weaker than mine. And, you know, that probably has something to do with the Urkins. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to continue with the plan to press forward here, gather people up, get adjacent, and see if it looks like it's going to be worth attacking them. And in the meantime, just keep running from the Scythers. I guess, actually, I want you to move as far as that pretty quickly, I think. How much movement do you have? 6? And all Scythers are flying, right? Yeah, so they could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I stop here, they can still move into a position to attack us. So we may as well run as fast as possible. Do we have closed borders from Pink? No, not right now. Okay, so we could try to grab a couple of ruins here. Well, let's stay focused on this side. We just have to run from them for a couple of turns. And I don't really know if I feel like anybody is in position to win the game. It doesn't really seem close. Hey, let me out of here. I need to keep moving. It doesn't really seem like anybody's much of a victory threat at the moment. There's a lot of dancing around going on. The players who have not been significantly harmed by any of our nonsense are what? Red, purple, and green. Red, purple, and green haven't been like significantly stepped on, as best we can tell. So they're probably the ones we need to keep an eye on. I see we're having the bug where the search indicator doesn't go away even once the ruin is searched. That's a little bit of a bummer. What do I even want you to do at this point? I guess just get in the water? We could go search a sea ruin or something. Let's see. You're gonna walk into here, and then all together we will grab this. And then head toward potentially a great big battle. So we can see some units here. Let's get an idea of... Oh, no, they're in the water. Never mind. I was going to say let's get an idea of their stats, but I guess not. I don't think we need to move any of the rest of these units. The wine has run out. But we hit the threshold on Moonleaf and on Die this turn. Cool. Oh, and we're so close. We're so close to being able to... Well, I mean, I can fire this. That'll push us over to happy again. Okay. And then we are pulling 6 wine out of the ground every turn, so we'll be back on the wine soon enough. And actually, getting pretty close on grass silk as well. So none of you all really need to move. I guess you can kind of get out of the way so that this army can move 1 space forward. Okay, over here we have some necro drones. So 67 initiative, pretty solid attack and damage values, like quite good relative to ours, which are slightly higher, and we have lower initiative than they do. And obviously we get to cheat our initiative to some extent, but yeah, concerning. What about the forager? Okay, the forager stats are kind of bad, but you know, it still spreads the disease, which is eternally a problem. You, on the other hand, you are absolutely still doing stuff. So let's go grab this ruin, which I guess I missed on the way up. And then come back after all of these. Okay, lots of resources, very important stuff. And this is my settler, who I have no idea what we want to do with the settler. We could grab Unarin at this point. We could potentially actually settle Brahma or Emoroya. I don't love that. And I really don't love that there's no Hyperium in any of the places that we might actually be able to put down a city. Pretty good dust, though. Okay, that one had an endless mechanism search left in it as well. Cool. So we're still a couple heroes short, right? Can we buy a reasonable hero at this moment? Okay, so there's Exids. I do like Exid quite a bit. They're both level 4, but this one is considerably cheaper. Is this an issue of equipment? Yep. One of those is a hero that somebody sold to the market. That's awkward. This city, or this skill point is basically wasted. This one's skill points are spent in a way that is maybe not entirely ideal, but certainly not bad. I don't know that it's worth 500 extra dust, though. Okay, so let's just put you in charge of Kendre, I guess. As ever, Cultist does the best work where the number of people in the city is the largest. We might want to just, I don't know, maybe it would have been right to swap Wayward out of Achk. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about that in a couple of turns here when the reassigns are unlocked. Okay, so next turn is the first turn that we're giving this real consideration. And again, very much hoping that this gets finished. And here's Imperial coinage, allowing us to potentially buy out the rest of the abilities on our Urkins, which would be lovely to do. I mean, let's hope that we actually can, because we have no idea what the resource market actually looks like. So what's really important? 15 spices and 15 gold. Yeah, those things both matter quite a lot, I think. Okay. I'm going to buy 14 gold. And then we're just going to watch. Hope more gets sold. And no spices, really. Also, we're broke, but yeah, that's rough. So we have absolutely no Hyperium income. We will not be able to do this at all. The only... Here, let's go back and grab Dust Refinery. We have one Mithrite deposit somewhere around here, and I don't even remember where. And then we have one Hydromiel deposit. And that's it for... Ah, it's under Kendre. Okay. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's going to make it really hard to win the game in a variety of ways. So they went and they put all of their ground troops into ships. Now they're actually going to have a little bit of a hard time. Oh, wow, the third Urkin just showed right up here. I'm guessing there's not a lot of unclaimed territory in the world at this point. So It's just a pretty small list of places where an Urkin might appear. Should we reverse the plan and grab Chaka real quick? I'm assuming 70 pixie blood. Yeah, not even a little bit on the table, but why would we do it that way when we could do it the other way? It's not a bad idea. Do I want to try this? They still haven't finished that yet. Maybe we try to give them the opportunity to finish that. Let's grab the Urkin. I want all three of the Urkins. I think we have done very well with this Kaiju Queen strategy in the past. I wanna keep it up. So hold on. If I engage here, okay. So Khazar can remain in control of this region. While still providing combat support by doing this. All right. But that means Khazar right now... Oh, no, right. Sorry, we totally do have an action point still on account of Eclipse. That keeps being relevant. I told you it was important. Well, then I guess there's really no reason not to go right now. We have everybody with their upgraded gear and stuff. Yeah, man. Having 2 action points per turn just seems very, very, very powerful. Okay, let's do it. I think we've got this pretty easily. So let's Kandre's reinforcements first. Arla's last. Yeah. This will be good XP for us too. We still need XP on our hero and on our own Urkins, so. Do you have... No, you have your ranged attack, of course, but you do not have, like, sweep strike back or anything. Okay, so... This is a pretty good starting position, I think. I'm going to have Zoyos do that. And we can have some of the monks work via a... Actually, no. Let's have you shoot this one. Because we can have this monk fly to here and attack like that and not get anybody else hit by sweep. And then we have a couple of positions over here where we can attack this one via the cliff. So let's see. This one's dead. Yeah, let's try something like that. And you two do whatever you gotta do. Of course, we are still suffering from that decreased morale spy operation. Alright, that's a pretty good cleanup. All right. Well, I don't know that there's a lot of point in giving specific orders at this point. We're just charging. What if we used our military strength exclusively to gain military strength? Wow, we didn't lose anything there. That was really excellent. Okay, so Chaka sadly also wants the same resources. How much money am I making from trade right now? You know what? We can absolutely afford to delay that thing firing and more lice. More lice is more good. Urkin power be phenomenally valuable. Are there 25 blood crystals on the market? There are. Can we make this happen? What are goods selling at right now? Titanium market's pretty crashed out. But adamantium isn't terrible. 25 of this is not really that expensive. Obviously, it's pretty important to buy that one in particular as quickly as you can, because we still desperately need the approval. Yeah, we do have all of the Irkins, so we could do Tremors. We have a hydromiel deposit. I've never actually used Tremors, and I don't know how powerful it is. So it would be cool to test it. There's not a lot of hydromiel in the world, though, sadly. Yeah, and then I'd really love that. Do we have emerald income, or did we just find a lot of emeralds? I think we just found a lot of emeralds, right? I mean, that said, there are, in fact, emeralds on the market. And even though the titanium is crashed out, we do just have a huge amount of it that we can move. So, all right, let's grab this. Bonus science, very good. And then this one I'm not too worried about. So yeah, we need... It would be really, really great to get 30 spices and 30 gold to finish unlocking these outer traits. So I guess we'll just keep an eye on what shows up on the market. Chaka shouldn't really go anywhere or like join combat formally because, you know, gotta heal. Might be worth it to have Chaka be the one who holds this region down, though. Yeah, because then Ochk will actually be ecstatic, which is quite powerful. Yeah, let's do that. So, Khazar can uproot, Chaka can migrate, and then be pretty safe. Do you have any movement left? Okay, I think I want... Where exactly do I want Chaka to go? I want Chaka to be in a position where Kandre is potentially going to be able to defend. So right here might be good. Yeah, and this approval works for any... Oh no, it's Chaka or Fakir. Okay, well that's fine. So yeah, we get big science output, big approval output. Very good news. Okay. It's starting to feel like we might be in a position to do something really terrible. Us suddenly attack someone with apparently no provocation? I know, perish the thought. What do I want to do with you now? Yeah, I guess these ruins down here... Wow. Okay, you got some movement. Those ruins down there could be searched. Yep, you should work on getting home. Oh, right. There's still hostile minor faction units in this region. I totally forgot about that. All right, we can get to safety quickly here. So, we're working hard to catch up to everybody on technology. This is still happening, and I don't foresee it being a big issue. So, should probably be focused down here first. We have no idea how much time is left on this eclipse, but we do know there's quite a while before winter. I definitely don't want to try to wait for winter to fire my attack on the necrophages. I just can't. I don't know that I think we're going to get that kind of time. Ooh, open wounds. Fully minus regeneration on units. Also, we got to bail here because I just remembered this is the Silix quest ruin, and that quest is going to block normal searching. Well, we're working on the other Harmonite in a second here. Okay, so we got that. We got 20 of the Hydromiel that we would need. What great power and knowledge was hidden here, so important that the profaners protected it with their bloodthirsty servants. A strong will cannot act alone. It must be aided by strong hands and strong hearts. Even if our lifeblood is the cost, we will not give less than our mother gives. We must be close to a great discovery. Why else would the Nemesis have disturbed our works? As the greatest weapon of the Profaner, it must be blocking our greatest sources of power. We need to destroy it once and for all, and forge ahead. To remove the threat, to continue, is a challenge we cannot fail. To stop now would be not only to admit our own failure, but to condemn Mother Auriga to a lingering death. So we will build our hands and our hearts, strengthen our cities and our powers. And then we shall face this nemesis, in a way and time of our choosing. The appearance of this Nemesis army clearly shows we must be close to our goal of uncovering the secrets of the Profaners. I mean, obviously. Build at least one defensive tower and the Ward of Auriga in each of your cities. Yo, that's a lot of pearls, y'all. To get exceptional alloys, which is certainly a good technology. So this makes me not want to gain a city. Okay, hold on a second. The Tower of Truth and the Tower of Fidelity. Alright, well, it's certainly going to be the Tower of Truth, because this is way fewer pearls. And then this is the Ward of Auriga. Oof. Big retaliation damage to enemies that are grinding against our fortifications. Hold on. I had to build each... I guess the wording here is a little ambiguous. It could be the case that this means the Ward of Auriga in each of your cities and one defensive tower, or it could be one tower plus the ward in each of your cities, right? But at the very least, we have to build the Ward of Auriga in each of our cities, and that's a ridiculously huge number of pearls. That's really, really brutal. Did I? No, I didn't actually hit the unlock button. Yeah, wow. Okay, keep your empire small or you can't finish your faction quest, is what we have just learned. 30 pearls each. Bloody hell. So we can... What is the industry cost? 354. Okay, so at least that part's low. We can try to trade pearls off of other players, potentially, to help with that. And it's going to be winter before too much longer. I really hate to see, also, that this is part 1 of 3 in the 6th phase of our thing. Like... What a nightmare. So we're going to need in total 5, 6, we have 7 cities right now. We're going to need 210 pearls just for the wards, plus what we have to, plus, you know, whatever we have to spend on the towers, which we don't even know how many of them we need to build. This is very bad. Yeah, taking over another city at this moment might be a little counterproductive. All right, go grab this. We can look around on the ocean for pearls. Maybe some people have left some behind. Okay, that is a massive purple fleet. We're still going to get pearls from successful ruin searches, so that's something. No sense building a plow factory here. It won't do anything. Oh, no, sorry. This is... I thought we were focused on the capital. Yeah, no, a plow factory here is actually, like, good and fine. And then over in Ochk, build me some military units? So do I want to run these two off somewhere else? Maybe... Yeah. So it looks to me like conquering the enemy city is... conquering the necrophage city is going to be counterproductive. So bonus approval... Yeah, let's have Fakir be the one who does this. We will burrow and then migrate. Because this is touching Edina and Gleka and Cha, so that's good extra stats there. And then Khazar can take over this region. That can be our plan for the moment, and that means that the settler doesn't really have anything to do. Not very much we can do about that. So... Okay. You're pretty negative on peace. You have 19 pearls that I would love to get from you. You're pretty negative on peace as well. You only have 2 pearls. You, interestingly, have a science stockpile and 3 pearls. And you're not really very negative on peace. What's your deal right now? You're allied with green. You don't have any current enemies. I assume you're not going for a diplomatic victory. I would have to imagine that if purple was going for a diplomatic victory, they'd be much more aggressive about getting relationship boosts with other players. Like, they would have proposed something to us by now, I'm sure. And you have 4 pearls. Okay. So red is the only player who has any significant number of pearls. They don't want most of our resources very much. We could get there by giving them tech, but we also know them to be the tech leader. And 19 pearls isn't going to change things too much anyway. I think mostly what we did here was we verified that there are not enough pearls in the whole world, in all players' stockpiles together, to make much of a difference on this. Should probably be focused on my Skyfin, actually. Out here in sort of unsafe waters. That's a sea monster. Sea monster probably won't attack a Skyfin for all the normal reasons, but just don't want to test it. Decreased population on Ochk. The red spy remains in the city. Wounded but still present. I mean, It hurts, but again, we really can't allow a spy to stay in here. And now that the city is actually happy, we are getting a much better base security value, so hopefully the roundup will be enough to chase them out. Because that spy has a really good chance of being caught if they don't run. Okay, definitely want to do that. Probably don't need to queue the dust refinery in places where we're not actually going to get benefit out of it. We also don't need to be going so hard on dust anymore. Let's get these docks and refineries established, and then we'll think about going back to dust. So, what else do I want to pick up while we're in this era? It is pretty unlikely that we'll ever want to make weapons out of this stuff when we already have this tech, and we're looking toward the third version of this tech. Stockpiles don't really make a lot of sense, I don't think. Isolation sciences would be fine. I mean, I guess, like, we're going to want brigade system. We're probably going to want signal core. And we're probably not attacking the necrophages, so... what do I do with you? Yeah, alright. Gotta pick up all the pearls that are laying around. Pretty desperate, actually. Okay, that's 30. Is this... I'm gonna make Kandre the first city that gets a ward. It feels to me like it's the one that's most likely to get attacked. Well, there's Red Sang over here as well. Did I ever grab... Yes. Okay. So when we are firing our luxury boosters, we are getting a lot of time out of them, at least. Oh, we should make sure Gleka is producing the amount of money it needs to produce. It needs to be at 140 something for the quest. Yep, 145. Okay. Oh, it wasn't the necrophages. The necrophages got scooped. Who beat him to it? It was red, in fact. Okay, Kandre has been degovernized. For our hero to get captured like that, it seems... Gosh, they sure did do a good job on that spying. That spy's been in there for like a million years, just digging in. Hooray, 1 pearl. I mean, we gotta get them, right? So this ocean region is potentially available to us, and we'll have to see. Okay, we finally found a little bit of Hyperium. Actually, very good news. Yeah, pretty bummed out. Pretty bummed out about all this. Trying to figure out where I want to build that tower. The one tower that we're going to put up. Maybe in Ochk? Yeah, that seems fine. Just put it near part of the city. I'm really hoping that this means build one total defensive tower and then a number of wards equal to your number of cities. But even if it's not, the towers are at least like very inexpensive. So none of us are in a position where we need to move right away, and I'm gonna, well, maybe not. It is very hard to see anything out here. Okay, we've discovered Purple's capital. That could potentially be useful. Alright, do I think everybody else has committed their moves for the turn? Let's hope so. One more pearl. Every little bit, you know? Let's go for the damage boost. I think that's more valuable than the attack boost. Almost all of the time. They will give me back Exit the Chosen. Oh, you know what I should do? Sorry, before I even consider this, I should absolutely have pressed the roundup button in this city. We do want to get rid of that spy, if at all possible. So what we could do here is, now that we know they're the ones who took Exit, we can potentially, like, declare war, take their capital, and then get Exit back as part of the peace deal, if we can convince them that we pose an existential threat. But I really want further conquest to wait until after we finish our current faction quest step, but like, when is that going to be, right? Like, who knows? All right, let me counter propose here. Let's see what else they want, because they do want Exit back. Okay, they want the entire farm. Oh, I gotta keep looking for, yup, gold and spices. So we have enough to fire one of the gold boosts. I mean, it's got to be this one, right? Especially now with all three of the Urkins under our control. All right, I think we're going to make Arla a spy. She's done some good work for us. I think it is definitely time that she get ready to do something horrible here. So, okay. Feeds on Bones has good stats. None of the rest of these units do, though. It wouldn't really be that difficult to take their capital. Really, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Don't do it. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like there are very many pearls that we haven't picked up yet. Not a lot of stuff scattered on the ground, unfortunately. I think we're gonna just go ahead and get back on land here. Oh, right. This city... the city still needs a ton of the very basic stuff. So yeah, we may just have to live without Exit the Chosen, honestly. Okay, the end of the eclipse is not a big deal for us at this moment. May as well keep y'all together until such time as we can actually fold that unit into that army. So 3 turns left on that. Yeah, I think we're probably just not going to have a meaningful amount of pearls prior to winter. We're just going to have to wait for winter to come around. Yeah, there's not much else to do here. Over here it is still potentially possible we'll find some pearls on the ocean. Not holding my breath, though. Especially given as well patrolled as AI oceans tend to be. And what am I going to do with you? Because we might just throw this settler into a garrison somewhere. Because I don't know that I actually do... Like, I definitely don't want to settle another city. Here, we can do this. I don't want to settle another city now, and honestly, I think I probably don't want to settle another city ever. Right? I don't think there's a lot of value in it, given what it would do to our expansion disapproval, and yeah. Thing is, even the best winter, even a winter where we are very aggressive gathering pearls and we manage to pull everything that pops up in our lands, we're just not going to get anywhere near the number that we need. Plow factory first probably makes a lot more sense. Okay. So our spy is accumulating points pretty rapidly. Fortification damage is 25% at level 2, 50% at level 3, and already you're talking about a pretty large amount of overall HP removed from the battle. Now, it would be cool to get to 75, but I just can't imagine that happening. Or even, obviously, as long as we're wishing. Why not wish for the ability to completely remove the opponent's fortifications altogether? Okay, so next turn we can fold them together. We are rapidly approaching the place where we can afford a penultimate hero. An almost ultimate. An ultimate, if not for the kidnapping, kind of hero. Yeah, I don't know. If we can't finish our faction quest, what are we going to do? We have to figure out what our plan is then. Obviously, we have a fair amount of native science output. We could try to go for a... try to pull a science victory off. I need some kind of, I don't know, I need some kind of juice toward another ending, because we really haven't been working toward anything else, because it kind of seemed like we didn't have the option. The game has been relatively tight so far. Yeah, you know what? Let's research unexpected allies, because I think we may need Inquisitor's divinity in a fair number of our cities. Okay, the Skyfin is being attacked by a bunch of jerks. Well, crap. What do I want to do with this army now? I honestly don't know. I guess we just need to be in a place where when winter strikes, we are ready to scoop up as many pearls as possible. So I don't know, maybe we sit like right here. It's kind of central to our landmass on this continent. And again, hope the pearls spawn near us in large enough numbers for it to matter. There's a lot of hope coming off of this plan, and I'm not super comfortable with that. Okay, we have a feeds on bones, which is interesting. Do either of the remaining cities... Oh yeah, Igtohin, right. Yeah, okay, feeds on bones actually would do a fine job. Just make sure those delvers get to work. Feels like a pretty evil thing to do, to recruit a guy for the express purpose of working our minor factions to death. But you know, it's not the only evil thing we've done this game, that's for sure. Do I want to just, I guess, build one of these? Focus on science. Yeah, we're kind of running out of relevant buildings in a lot of places. You're already focused on science. It'll be good to have an 8th unit for this army. Ugh, are we really just waiting? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe what we should do here is sort of soft abandon the idea of getting our faction quest done, because it seems incredibly costly, unbelievably costly. And we should move toward trying to win the game via supremacy or something. Because there are already quite a few players missing their capitals. If we took Mapal, that would be 4 players whose capitals are already lost to them. All we'd have to do is finish off the rest. I think it might be easier than trying to get all these pearls together for all the wards. Alright, you know what? I know this episode's a little bit shorter than usual, but I think I'm going to call it right here for today, because I think I need to have a pretty good think here. I need to come to some kind of decision about what our long-term plan is. I was really hoping to finish our faction quest and then go for a quest victory. But if we can't hack it, we can't hack it. We do need to, like, it would be good to win the game. So, when you come back next time, tomorrow, hopefully I will have a plan for doing just that, and we'll see about maybe this time capturing the Necrophage capital. This time I mean it. And we'll see you then.